San Francisco, a Quinn Martin production, starring Karl Malden, also starring Michael Douglas. With guest stars Peter Strauss, Bernie Casey, Elaine Giftos. Tonight's episode, Timelock.
Hey, Dominic, you deadhead, wake up. Come on, you're up and you're staying up, you crummy con. You lunk! No way you get your beauty sleep today, no matter how much you need it.
Get off my back, Mouse.
Come on, up.
You're asking for it.
Okay, we'll do it this way.
I'm warning you.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna let you have it.
I'm scared you're gonna get it first. Go ahead, you big bag of wind. It's your last chance. After today, you get a new keeper, you big gorilla. After today.
It is my last chance, isn't it? Okay, you little pencil-neck punk. You asked for it. You've been asking for it for 27 months.
Help! Get him off me! Axe murderer! Maniac!
Hey, I'm gonna miss you, man. Time to hit the streets.
30 minutes, man. It's 6:30.
California Human Resources Development wants this work furlough program to work, Jepson. Now, you blow it, you're going to blow it for everybody.
Oh, no chance.
Well, you know your special conditions on this release?
No booze.
Think you can do that?
Look, I've been dry almost 3 years in here. I mean, in there.
Well, keep it that way out there. Your wife coming to pick you up?
No, I kind of wanted to get the job first, then surprise her. You know, be able to tell her I'm out for good.
Yeah. Well, HRD has a list of 5 interviews for you. I think the best one is Herman's Boatyard. They have a policy of hiring parolees, but you don't see them until this afternoon.
All right?
Now, it's your job to make all the interviews, or any other leads you might have. Newspapers, friends, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Bobby, you got 32 hours. Use them.
I will.
And you get a job, you show us proof of employment by 5 o'clock Friday afternoon, you don't come back here. You dig it?
Yes, sir.
What do your work credits come to?
Oh, $23 and some change.
Let me bump it 5.
Hey, you...
Mail it to me. You don't belong here, Jepson. So lay off the sauce, and let's have no reunions. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Good luck.
Wiki, now listen, that's a federal offense, isn't it?
Hey, Steve, you made that one way, didn't you?
You, out! Everybody, out! Come out! That's a mad group.
Well, you all packed?
Everything but my snorkel. Now, will you get out of here so I can finish this up?
What is this? What, that liquor store gig? That's supposed to be on Olson's desk already.
Well, I just saw something I wanted to clear up.
What are you talking about? Oh, man, you're gonna do it, aren't you?
What?
You're gonna sit here messing around till you come up with some excuse to stay.
Well, you're keeping me here now.
Hasidian told me. He told me 6 months ago when you signed up for this charter thing you wouldn't go.
Okay, buddy boy, out.
He told me this would be what, your 4th deposit in a row you lost. You know how much money that is?
Yes, I've got an idea how much money that is. Whose paycheck do you think they're pulling it out of? The mayor's?
You know, you're really a character. You don't trust anybody with your city, do you?
My city? What are you talking about, my city?
You know what I'm talking about. It's the truth. You don't take 10 minutes for lunch. How are you going to go take 10 days sitting under a tree?
I tell you what I'm going to take. I'm going to take you apart in just 10 seconds.
All right, Lieutenant, that's it.
All right. Oh,
you have the right to remain silent?
Out!
All right, I'm coming back here this afternoon, 45 minutes before departure, and with code 3.
1.
Then I am going to handcuff you to that old
3,
lady tour director,
4,
and then I'm going to take that
5,
key and drop it right down
6,
her moo-moo. See you
7, 8, 9, and 10. Get out!
Wiki.
Well, that looks okay. You got a pretty good record. That's all right.
Thanks.
Let me ask you something. You still carry your ticket?
Ticket?
Your license, your driver's license.
Well, it expired, you know, while I was inside. But it was never revoked or anything.
What kind was it?
Just a California license.
You mean to tell me nobody told you you'd need a dual-axle truck license here?
No. But it's no trouble to pick that up, is it? I mean, I can go down there and get
Look,
myself
fella,
a...
we really need a guy that knows how to handle the rigs here.
Well, how much of a trick can that be? Learn to shift
I
more
don't
gears,
know.
that's...
I don't know. Maybe I could ask the boss, huh?
Great. You want me to go with you now?
That's no good. He's gone till Tuesday out of town.
Yeah, but Tuesday's too late. I've only got 29
Look,
hours
fella,
left.
I'm sorry. I really am. You gotta know how it is.
Hey, that's all right. Look, thanks for the time.
How do you do, Mr. Jepson? Sit down, please.
Thank you.
You know, there was a very important item left incomplete on this form.
What's that?
Your typing skills. How many words a minute do you type?
Well, I don't know exactly. I mean, I don't think I've ever been timed or anything.
Shall we do it now?
Sure.
All right. Time.
Sure. Well, then, I understand.
It's just out of my hands completely. I hope you really do understand. We would like to help.
Sure.
We'll keep your name on file.
Yeah, thanks. Say, excuse me. What time do you have?
10 minutes to 12.
Give me a shot of rye.
Herb Shaker's buying. What's the matter, buddy? I just want to talk to you for a minute.
Some other time, maybe. I got an appointment now.
Hey, that's not very friendly.
Shaker, we were never friends.
Hey, Jepson. Hey, Jepson, just a minute. Hey, listen, I got to talk to you.
What about?
When they spring you?
This morning?
Then you know.
Know what?
Oh, man, somebody's coming down on me real tough. I miss buying it by that much. There's only one guy I can think of who might want to nail me. What'd you hear in the yard about McPhee?
Nothing.
Oh, listen, you had to hear something. He's after me, isn't he? He's still hot about that hassle we had, right?
He's still got a steel plate in his head. How should he feel?
Well, then he did it, didn't he? He put out a contract. Who'd he buy?
Who? I don't know anything, man. Leave me alone, will you?
Listen, you don't have to worry about that little punk. I can take care of him. But I gotta know who he turned loose on me.
I don't know.
That's a lie. You're lying. There are no secrets in there. Those walls got ears. He's got somebody out here looking for me, and you know who it is. Hey! Where are you going? Police! Hey! Over here! Police! Officer! That's him! He killed that guy! Okay, hold it. Stand back, everybody.
Emergency homicide department, Lieutenant Mike Stone, fast. Stone, this is Jepson, Bobby Jepson. Hey, you gotta help me, man. You're all I got.
He's been out, what, 6:30 to 12, not even 6 hours.
I was thinking about Hawaii.
Oh.
Look, as soon as we get the report, let me take it over, all right?
We'll see.
You said his problem's drinking?
Was.
But the call said he was coming out of a bar when it happened. You think...
I'll know what I think when I have something to think about.
Right.
Turn on this corner.
All I don't know, Mike. I think he went out on a limb when he got busted.
Limb? What limb? I made a court appearance. Big deal.
As a character witness, I'd say that's a little unusual, isn't it?
Oh, he's a good kid.
Manslaughter, huh?
Cracked the guy over the skull 3 times his size. Self-defense. The guy never got up.
Did you see it happen?
Didn't have to. I've seen that boy in action since he was 12. Coached him myself in the police athletic league. Never missed a game when he was all-state halfback in high school. No way he plays it dirty.
The judge didn't agree.
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
Right here.
Lieutenant, there's your man over there.
The victim was a guy named Shako.
Herb Shako?
Yeah, you know him?
I had that pleasure once.
It's narcotics, right?
Right. You got the witness?
Yeah, he's the guy at the pool table. He was at the bus stop. Said he saw Jepson shove Shako.
I got him, Mike.
Okay.
Mike, thanks for coming.
Now, what are you doing in a place like this?
Mike, listen, I can't...
No, you listen.
Now, you had a condition on that pass. This place or any place like it was off limits.
Now, what are you doing?
Mike, I never touched a drop, I swear. I started to, but I didn't have to. You can ask him.
So what happened?
I was starting to leave when Shako stopped me. Wanted to buy around.
You know him from inside?
Yeah, a hustler, you know. Look, I didn't want any part of him.
The kid at the pool table said that you killed him.
Well, he's wrong, Mike. I know what it looked like, but he's wrong.
Sure, I'm sure. What's to miss? There were 6, 8 people out there. Most of them were looking right at these two.
Why was that?
They were arguing. The dead guy was grabbing the other guy's jacket, asking him for something.
What?
Who knows? Money.
Now, wait a minute. Are you guessing, or did he say money? Okay. Okay, let's hang in with what we know, all right? What happened then?
Well, the truck came looping down Embarcadero and zap.
Zap.
Yeah, he shoved the other guy right into that truck.
You saw that?
I was standing right next to him.
I'm not asking that. I'm saying you saw him shove the other man into the street.
Yeah. The truck was trying to miss some little car. He hit his air horn and ripped right around the corner.
Did you hear the air horn before or after the man went into the street?
Before.
Then you were looking at the truck.
Yeah, sure.
So you weren't actually watching the 2 men all the time?
Well, maybe not every second.
This McPhee that he was afraid of. Is that Mickey McPhee?
Yeah. He's inside, but he's still operating. Got big connections. He could have bought somebody to hit Shako, I guess. At least Shako was sure he did.
Yeah. Okay, now, this guy that you say you saw come back in here, how big again?
Big. 6 foot, 6'1", corduroy sport jacket, rust-colored, dark slacks, brown maybe. I can't say for sure.
Tie?
I told you, Mike, I only saw him from... Are you testing me, Mike?
Do I have to?
I'm sorry.
I'll get on it. You want me to call Irene?
No.
She should know.
Mike, please, not this. She doesn't need this. What are the odds of finding a guy I can't even describe?
You leave the odds to me.
Okay, if I want to ask you any more questions, I can get you this number here.
Right.
Now, hold it a minute. Son, there was a guy outside at the bus stop, about 6'1". Came in here just ahead of the suspect. Did you see him?
I only saw the guy you were talking to. I saw him do it, and I saw him try to run.
Yeah, but he says he ran in here after that big guy. He was wearing a rust-colored jacket, corduroy maybe, brown slacks. Son, are you sure you didn't see him do it?
No way. There was just the two of them, and they argued just like I said, and then he shoved the other guy and tried to run.
All right. Look, if you happen to think of anything later, give me a call, will you?
Sure. Is that all?
That's all.
Thank you.
What did Jepson say?
He didn't do it.
Now, is that you talking or him?
I believe him.
Well, I just might, too. That witness couldn't possibly have seen Jepson push Shaco. Right. His eyes. They were on the truck when he heard the air horn.
Good work.
Now, who is this guy you're talking about, this big man? Is that for real?
Well, he better be. I'm going to ask around.
Wait a minute. You got a plane to catch, you remember?
I got a job to do.
Oh, come on, Mike. You're not blowing another $100 deposit. I can take this.
Buddy boy, we're talking about somebody's life. I'll go out and see if I can find the big guy, and well, you hit the streets and see what you can pick up on Herb Shaco.
Cat's in the bag. The bag's in the bay.
No problems?
Not for you. Somebody else, maybe.
What do you mean?
The bag? Some friend of his is holding it.
Who?
Spy me. What, do you care?
Only thing I care about now is you're hustling some China doll while I'm staring at last month's centerfold.
Well, now, that's a problem I can't help you with.
I like your style, LeBeau. I really do. Send me a snapshot, at least.
But who did you know in Q that was 6'1", 160 pounds, about 40 years old, sandy hair, blue eyes, and he had a scar over his right eye, and it drooped a little?
You saw him?
No. But enough people did to give me a picture. Now, the bartender said that he came in right after Shaco, hung around, played the pinball machine.
Well, then you can get me out.
No, I can't. I need more than that. I need the man.
I don't know, Mike.
Well, think. Think.
I can't remember anybody with a scar like that. I can't, Mike, I can't.
Okay. Maybe McPhee can.
Are you going up there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, this might take a little time. You want me to have Irene come over?
Mike, we've been through that.
You owe it to her. She played it straight for 3 years waiting for you.
What'd she put those 3 years in? To see, come back down here and see me right back in the tank?
Every time I turn around, it's right back down the tube. I mean, what is it, Mike? What makes me a loser?
Thinking like one. Now, you hang in there. You hang loose. We'll get the guy. Don't worry.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you're holding a ticket for me, LeBeau.
Oh, yes, Mr. LeBeau. We were afraid you weren't going to make it. You know, we sail at 6 o'clock.
We?
Just a figure of speech, Mr. LeBeau.
Now, that's too bad.
Stone and Keller?
Yes, sir. Weapons, ammo, cuffs? Jim Pritchard from HRD is up in records now, Lieutenant. Said to tell you they've been digging ever since you called. Still haven't come up with anybody fitting your description they could tie to McPhee in South Block.
Well, how about seeing McPhee?
It's all right. He's in the machine shop. I can take you over.
No. You gotta be kidding. Is that what you came up here for, Lieutenant? To arrest me?
Well, the people I talked to outside said you tangled with Shaker when he was up here. You swore you'd get him.
Ever have your skull laid open with a wrench? You say a lot of crazy things.
You in the infirmary for 3 months. You tried to have him hit twice in the yard, once in the mess hall. You were the one that spread the word Shaker could run, but he couldn't hide.
You get around.
What do you know about it, McPhee?
Just what you told me, Lieutenant. Herbie Shaker didn't know enough to use a crosswalk. Is that really what brought you guys up here?
What brought us up here was Bobby Jepson.
Jepson? Little clean jeans. How's he wrapped up with Shaker?
He stands to take the jolt.
Oh.
We see it as a setup.
How's the DA gonna see it?
I went to Shako's apartment, found 5 hollow point 30-30 slugs in the plaster. They went through his window about 6 o'clock this morning.
That's just when Bobby was walking out of here.
I see. But then he was walking the streets with Shaker when it happened. Is that it?
I'm going to give it to you straight, McPhee. And I want it back the same way. Bobby Jepson's a good kid. He doesn't belong in here. And I can keep him out if I can find that guy who shoved Shaker.
Who's that?
That's what I want from you.
Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're telling me you think I put out a contract, and now you want to know who I bought? I mean, do you really think if that's what I did, I'd be dumb enough to tell you?
No. No, we think you'd be smart enough to help us if the information we got was wrong.
Sure. Anything I can do. I mean, I really owe the law a lot. Right?
Pritchard, you've got to come up with something.
We've been back all the way, Lieutenant. McPhee's whole stretch.
Well, Did you check everybody that's in and out of here?
Past 3 years.
3 years? Wait a minute. We're talking about 6 for McPhee, right?
Right.
Not here.
Sure. The tax man put him in. That would have been minimum security. Where was he before?
Have to look.
What's with the tax man? I thought he was a real public enemy.
He was, but clever. They finally nailed him on tax evasion.
Here we are. Hydrochino. We got lucky 3 years ago.
Why was that?
He was a born organizer. Had Chino wired for just about every kind of activity you can think of. Some of it got a little rough. Then he did, too. They send him to us to straighten him out. How do you unkink a corkscrew?
So if our man didn't know McPhee here...
Then he could have known him in Chino.
Right.
How much time will it take to comb those records?
Time?
No problem. At Rudolph's, we don't worry about the clock. We worry about the customer.
Well, I need it by 5.
Then you'll have it by 5. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello, Irene.
Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were getting out today?
I was gonna knock on the door with a dozen roses in one hand and a job card in the other. But here we are. Just like every weekend for the past 27 months.
Mike Stone said that it was a mistake.
Did he tell you it's a mistake that started in a bar?
Bobby. Why?
Why? Because I fumbled 3 straight interviews. I couldn't handle the right kind of truck. I couldn't handle a crummy typing test. I couldn't handle being out.
Don't, Bobby. Don't put yourself down like that. Bobby. You never got to be college All-American, okay? And you're not a doctor or a lawyer or a banker or a teacher. You're just a guy, like a lot of other guys, who live a life without headlines. Who find something that they do well and make their own way. Make a good home for their families. That's all you have to be. That's all I ever wanted.
No, Irene. I'll tell you what I am. I just had it laid out on a booking slip what I am. Convicted felon. I've got the record and the social contacts to prove it. Guys like Herb Shako, who can walk up to me on any street corner at any time and drag me right back into the gutter with him. And that's not where I want you.
What do you mean?
What I said 3 years ago. Go see a lawyer.
Haven't I proved anything to you in all this time?
Irene, this charge means a life sentence. Even with parole, I'm talking about 12, 15 years.
But they haven't proved anything yet.
Irene, they've got a guy who's going to walk into that courtroom in a suit and tie and tell them that he saw a convict already doing time for manslaughter shove another con under a truck. Now, what are the solid citizens of San Francisco going to think about that, I mean, what chance do I have?
Well, you've got Mike Stone. And, if it matters, me.
I was afraid the time pressure might get to Jepson. He felt he had so much to prove. But you see, the work furlough program...
Oh, I like the program. I just don't like putting a time lock on any man's chance for freedom. When we tell somebody that it all hangs on their going out and getting a job, well, I think they ought to have more than one shot at it. Not have to feel that it's all over if they blow one lousy chance. I'm sorry, you know, I like this kid. I care for him. He had a shot at something once that a lot of us dreamed about. You put a ball in this boy's hands, forget it. He was off. Nobody could stop him.
You never told me what happened. He get hurt?
North-South All-Star game, Coliseum in L.A. I flew down to see it. Clean play. But you could hear that leg snap all the way up to the 65th row.
Broke his spirit too, huh?
Completely. All those good moves on the field, and just like that, over. Nothing. Nothing but bad ones off the field. But, you know, I certainly appreciate you coming in on this.
Records, Jensen. Right. What have you got? 3 years ago, July? Could be our man. Are you sure about that scar?
You have to tie him to McPhee.
Good. Right eye. Now, look, can you tie him to a Michael R. McPhee? Yeah, Mickey. He's checking. But the make you gave me squares with the guy they paroled 3 years ago. Puts him in your time period.
What's his name?
LeBeau. Darryl LeBeau.
How do you spell that last name?
Wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead. Same work detail, 2 years.
That's our man.
Can you give me a spelling? Yeah, go ahead.
Parole and community services, please.
Yeah. Right, got it. Thanks. Okay, you fellas take it easy down there.
Supervisor's office. Art Flynn. Art, Mike Stone. I'm fine, thanks. Listen, I need some information about a fella sent to you from Chino about 3 years ago. Around July. Name is LeBeau. Darryl LeBeau. That's L-E...
Capital B-E-A-U.
L-E capital B-E-A-U. First name is Darryl, D-A-R-R-Y-L. Thanks, I'll hold on. Say, what chance is there for you to come to the city?
Very possible.
Well, I'd like for you to tell Bobby that we're onto something. He'll need it about now.
Sure.
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Oh, his parole is up? Well, what's the last known address you have on him?
Pier 35, swing downtown first to Rudolph's Men's Store, Polk in California.
Could you do me a favor? Could you see if McPhee had any other visitors today?
Sure, just 1 sec. Yeah, guy named LeBeau. Darryl LeBeau.
What time was that?
1:12.
Hold on to that. I'll be back with a warrant. Good thinking, buddy boy.
And we thank thee, dear Heavenly Father, for all of thy blessings. In his holy name we pray.
I'll get it.
In a moment. Amen. It's the plumbing, I know it. Probably in number 6.
Come in, please.
Yes, police. You have a tenant in number 8, LeBeau. He doesn't seem to answer. I wonder if you could tell us where he is.
Is there some kind of trouble?
We'd like to ask him a few questions.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
Why's that?
He's gone.
Well, where?
He sent his trip. Had the utilities turned off and everything.
When was this?
Just a while ago. 40, 45 minutes maybe.
Well, do you have any idea where we can get in touch with him or where he was going?
No. He's a very quiet man. Keeps to himself.
Well, did you happen to see him leave?
No.
The big man?
Yes, son, the big man.
Yes, when I was playing outside.
Did you see him leave in his car?
He didn't get in a car. He got in a taxi cab.
What color?
Orange.
Orange. That's C&W cabs 555-3323. I'll radio for a search warrant.
Right. May I use your phone, please?
Certainly.
Please forgive me. Dispatch, please. This is Mike Stone, San Francisco Police. You picked up a fare at 2207 Taylor about 45 minutes ago. I'd like the destination.
I thought I said no reunions.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Mike Stone told me about everything, including the guy you saw run off. He's checking him out right now.
Who is he?
Name's Darryl LeBeau.
I don't know him.
He knows McPhee.
Well, then I'm clear.
Not until Mike raps it.
That could be never.
And it seems like he's gotten more confidence in you than you've gotten him.
I just meant that.
Yeah, I know. There's one more problem.
What's that?
I just checked with my office, and I got a message that the board knows about this whole thing. They're trying to get a hold of me. They want to pull the plug.
Well, what do we do?
Well, I could stop picking up my messages, and you could start having more faith in Mike Stone.
Attention all units. Vicinity of Embarcadero, Pier 33. Code 3 now in effect. Please assist.
Unit 8-1, closing in on Pier 33. How about that liner? Talk to the captain yet?
The main office has been contacted, Lieutenant. They're trying to get word through now.
Well, stay on it. I don't want that ship to leave the dock. He's going under. Mike, get an ambulance! feet.
That's like a cold shower after a hard workout. But what are you laughing about? What? What?
The time you got.
What are you worried about the time? Oh, man. But what are you laughing about? You blew another $100 deposit to Hawaii.
Oh, maybe next year.
Yeah,
Don't forget your coat.
Sure.
Pick up your shoes.
I got my shoes.
No, I make it 49ers and 6.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Dallas hasn't given up 6 points the last 3 games.
Well, the Brody on target, no sweat. Don't laugh, it's true.
You're one of your boys, huh?
Yeah, you bet your cheap watch it's one of my boys. Hey, how long has it been up there?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes? That's a long time. Maybe I ought to go up.
I think your phone call was enough, Mike.
He can handle it.
What happened? Come on, what happened?
Oh, we scored, gang.
Hey, Bobby, way to go.
Hey, buddy.
Well, I guess I can call my office now.
Look, thanks, man. Thanks for everything.
Coach?
Say, we gotta get rolling. You wanna lift?
Thanks, but they're gonna check me out on the routine.
I think I'll just hang in here, too.
Thanks a lot.
Now, that's one of your boys I gotta go along with. But the 49ers this year, that's something else. Listen, you gonna give me Dallas and 6 points?
Yes.
I gotta take that.
You got it. Could have had 12. Well, you could have.